It was morning. A boy named Min was standing at the bus station, wearing a cap and a mask, completely covering his face. He was waiting for the bus's arrival. Min is a great, well-known mafia. He is famous as 𝐂𝐞𝐧 in Mafia Works. Nobody knows his real name. 0. He is very rich and a talkative person. He is not like other mafias. He is not cold. He is a kind man and he loves taking public transport. Anyway, he was standing there, and that's when the bus arrived. All the people standing there started to get on the bus. Yoongi was about to go when another boy came and stood behind him. Yoongi tried to pay with his card, but it beeped, indicating that the payment was declined and there was some issue with his card. He frowned and tried again, but it was not working. That's when someone slightly pushed him and said, "Get aside, please. I am getting late." He slightly pushed Yoongi. Yoongi looked at the boy's face and he froze on the spot, seeing a real-life angel. The boy was way too handsome to describe in words. Yoongi couldn't help but stare at him, his juicy lips, his cute eyes. He was just like an angel from heaven. But suddenly, the boy waved his hand in front of him, bringing him back to the world. Waving his hand in front of Yoongi. "Hey, are you okay?" Yoongi slowly nodded. "I paid for you to you can sit," the boy said while smiling and sat on one of the seats. Yoongi looked around and sat beside the same boy. The boy took out his book and started reading while Yoongi was staring at him. After some time, the boy sighed, closed the book, looked at him, and asked closing parenthesis, "What's wrong? Do you want to say something?" Yoongi, "Yes thank you for paying. I will make sure to treat you to a meal someday." Giggling, "Okay, so when are we having our meal?" he said as he giggled, making Yoongi giggle as well. But then he again started reading the book. Yoongi looked at him and asked closing parenthesis, "Yoongi, would you mind if I ask your name?" "My name is Park Jim in what's your name?" Yoongi, Min nice to meet you, he said as he stretched his hand to shake with. Jimin looked at him and shook his hand with him. "Yoongi, I never saw you here before Are you new here?" Jimin, "Yeah, I just moved here yesterday." Yoongi was about to say something, but Jimin spoke first. Closing parenthesis Jimin to the bus driver, "Can you stop the bus here? I want to get off." The driver stopped the bus. Jimin waved at Yoongi, smiling, and Yoongi did too. Then Jimin left. Yoongi whispering to himself, "He is so cute. Such a bubbly and cute personality he has." He whispered to himself while staring at Jimin through the window, then left for his office. Time skip, next day. Yoongi was getting ready, hoping to see Jimin again today. Little did he know, he had fallen in love with Jimin at first sight. Yoongi staring at the mirror. Why was he so cute? Is he an angel? What's wrong with me? I have been thinking about him since yesterday. Whenever I close my eyes, I see that cute face of his Please, why is my heart beating so fast? Is this love at first sight? I don't know Min Yoongi, just go, he said as he covered his face with a mask again and left for the bus station, hoping to see that boy again. He went toward the station and stood there. His eyes lit up upon seeing Jimin standing there. Jimin saw him and smiled. Jimin smiling. "We meet again. Yoongi whispering, thankfully. Jimin, her, did you say something? Yoongi, me. Jimin nodded. No, the bus arrived. Yoongi, see, the bus is here. Let's go. Jimin nodded, and they both were about to sit when Yoongi said closing parenthesis. Yoongi, I will pay today. Jimin, no, it's fine. Yoongi, you paid yesterday, so I want to pay you back. Jimin sighed, and Yoongi tried to pay. But once again, the same problem occurred. Yoongi nervously looked at Jimin, who sighed and took out his card. Jimin to the bus driver. For 2 people. He paid and went towards the seat while Yoongi followed him. They both sat in their seats, talking to each other, until they reached their destination. Jimin didn't know why, but he felt so happy while talking to Yoongi. When they reached their stop, they both got up. Suddenly, Jimin tripped on someone's leg and was about to fall when Yoongi held him by his waist, preventing him from falling. Both froze on the spot. They got lost in each other's eyes. Jimin gulped, staring at Yoongi's deep, ocean-like eyes. Jimin cleared his throat, bringing Yoongi back to reality. Yoongi quickly helped Jimin stand properly and removed his hands from Jimin's waist. Yoongi worried, "You okay? Are you hurt anywhere?" Jimin, "Nope. Thank you for saving me." Yoongi smiled, and they left from there.
They met at the bus station daily. They always talked to each other. They became so close in such a short time, but they never shared their contact numbers. Yoongi knew he had fallen in love with Jimin, while Jimin was unaware of his feelings.
One day, Yoongi got ready, planning to confess his feelings to Jimin by taking him out for dinner. He also wanted to tell Jimin his real identity. Excitedly, he got ready and went out to the bus station to meet Jimin. The bus arrived, and he got on. But what made him sad and disappointed was that Jimin didn't come that day.
Yoongi checking the time, getting sad and worried. Where is he? Why isn't he here yet?
Everyone got on the bus, and the driver started driving. Yoongi looked down sadly as Jimin didn't come. Closing parenthesis. Yoongi to himself. It's okay, Yoongi. He might be busy. Let's confess to him tomorrow.
He went to the bus station daily, hoping to see Jimin again. It had been 10 days, and Jimin never came after their last meeting. Yoongi was devastated. He was worried about Jimin and heartbroken that he never got the chance to confess. Right now, Yoongi was lying in bed, staring at the ring he bought for Jimin.
Yoongi staring at the ring. Where are you, Jimin? Please come back. I miss you so much. I don't know, but I can't live without you. What's wrong with me? It feels like something bad is going to happen tonight. I'm not getting good vibes. Please, God, keep my Jiminy safe wherever he is. He was restless the whole night. He didn't get much sleep, constantly thinking about Jimin, but still, he didn't give up. The next day, Yoongi got ready and went to the bus station once again. His deep eyes searched for that boy. He sighed when he didn't find Jimin, and the bus arrived. He got on. The driver was about to start the bus when a boy came running and got on, panting heavily. Until now, Yoongi hadn't noticed him as he was looking down, sad about not seeing Jimin. Suddenly, someone came and sat beside him. "Hey buddy, how are you?" Hearing the voice, Yoongi's eyes lit up. A smile formed on his lips. He immediately looked at the person, and yes, it was Jimin. Yoongi was about to hug him, but controlled himself and spoke.
Yoongi, hey. How have you been? Why did you suddenly disappear? Are you okay? I missed you so much. Jimin smiled and spoke. Jimin, I'm fine. Oh. I missed you too. Well, I went to my parents' house. Sorry for not informing you, but I had no plans to go. Suddenly, my dad called me at night, so I had to leave. Yoongi, it's okay. I'm just happy you came back. I was so worried about you. But thank God, you're fit and fine. Jimin smiled, but Yoongi noticed something was off. Jimin didn't seem as energetic and happy as usual, so he asked. Yoongi, what's wrong? Is everything okay? Jimin, nothing. Everything's fine.
Yoongi, I promised you a meal, remember? So, can we go to dinner tonight, Jimin, tonight? Yoongi nodded. All right, I'm free, so we can grab something yummy. Yoongi, Okay, give me your number. I'll send you the location. Jimin gave him his number. 𝐷 Thank you. Jimin smiled. Time skip that night. Yoongi was sitting in a restaurant, wearing black clothes, looking extremely handsome. He was nervous yet excited to finally confess his feelings to Jimin. After some time, Yoongi saw Jimin walking toward him, wearing white clothes, looking absolutely stunning. Yumi's eyes were glued to Jimin. Jimin came closer and waved his hand in front of Yoongi. Jimin, hey, he said as he sat on the chair. Yoongi blinked and looked at Jimin. 𝐷 Thank you so much for coming. He handed him in the menu. 𝐷 Order whatever you like. Jimin kept the menu aside and looked at Yoongi. Jimin, I want to ask you something. 𝐷 Sure, ask me anything. Jimin, I never asked you to show your face because I thought you might be uncomfortable, but now that we're close, can I see your face just once, please? Yoongi hesitated. Yoongi, I want to show my face. But I'm scared. After seeing me, you might break our friendship or stop meeting me. Jimin. Huh? Why would I do that? Yoongi, do you know the mafia Suga? Jimin. Yes, I know. I heard he's quite dangerous, but very kind and sweet with his loved ones. I never saw him, but why are you asking? Yoongi took off his mask, and Jimin's eyes got stuck on Yoongi's face. He gulped, seeing an extremely handsome man in front of him. He couldn't believe a guy could be this attractive. He looked like an anime character. Yoongi, actually, I am that mafia, Suka. My real name is Min Yoongi, but I'm famous as .SUGA. I didn't want to hide it from you, but I was scared. People say I'm dangerous. I thought you might stop meeting me because of that. Jimin, what? Seriously? Yoongi nodded. Jimin. Well, you're not that dangerous, and why would I stop meeting you? You didn't do anything bad to me. In fact, you were so kind and friendly with me. Yoongi smiled, relieved by Jimin's words. Yoongi, so you're not angry at me for hiding this? Jimin chuckling. Come on, I'm not angry. Let's order something. I'm hungry, Mr. Great Mafia King. Yoongi chuckled and nodded. They ordered their meal. Time skip. They enjoyed their meal together, happily talking and giggling with each other. Jimin, I am full. It was a great meal. Thank you so much. Now I am going home. I have to wake up early tomorrow. Jimin was about to go when Yoongi spoke. Yoongi, can you please give me a minute? I have something to confess. Jimin frowned and sat on the chair again. Jimin, yes, say it. Yoongi, nervous actually. I don't know how I should say this, but I fell in love with you the day I met you. I wanted to confess my feelings to you for you might stop meeting me because of that. Jimin, what? Seriously? Yoongi nodded. Jimin. Well, you're not that dangerous, and why would I stop meeting you? You didn't do anything bad to me. In fact, you were so kind and friendly with me. Yoongi smiled, relieved by Jimin's words. Yoongi, so you're not angry at me for hiding this? Jimin chuckling. Come on, I'm not angry. Let's order something. I'm hungry, Mr. Great Mafia King. Yoongi chuckled and nodded. They ordered their meal. Time skip. They enjoyed their meal together, happily talking and giggling with each other. Jimin, I am full. It was a great meal. Thank you so much. Now I am going home. I have to wake up early tomorrow. Jimin was about to go when Yoongi spoke. Yoongi, can you please give me a minute? I have something to confess. Jimin frowned and sat on the chair again. Jimin, yes, say it. Yoongi, nervous actually. I don't know how I should say this, but I fell in love with you the day I met you. I wanted to confess my feelings to you for so long, but you were not here for a few days. Will you marry me? He said as he knelt down in front of Jimin, holding a ring in his hand. Closing parenthesis, I am not forcing you. You have the right to say no if you want. It's just that I wanted to confess my feelings towards you. Jimin was shocked to hear this. He slowly got up, staring at Yoongi. After some time he spoke. Jimin, cracked voice, I will be very honest with you. Yoongi nodded. I have fallen for you to ... But it's too late ... I was unaware of my feelings. When I went to my parents' house, I realized how much I missed you. Your talks ... Your absence killed me. And it was too late when I realized, as last night, I got engaged with my cousin ... I am really sorry. Yoongi got up from the floor and cupped Jimin's face, his heart breaking as he saw tears in Jimin's eyes. You're not happy with the engagement, are you? Jimin burst into tears. No, I didn't want to get engaged with him. I don't like him at all. Yoongi immediately hugged him. Jimin wrapped his arms around Yoongi, resting his head on Yoongi's chest, letting his tears flow out, while Yoongi started caressing Jimin's hair to calm him down. Yoongi, why did you say yes when you don't even like him? Didn't your parents ask you? Was it a forced engagement? Jimin, crying like a baby. No ... My dad asked me, but I didn't want to disappoint him by ... disagreeing with his decision. I didn't want to destroy his happiness. Yoongi, wiping Jimin's tears. What about your happiness, Jimin didn't say anything, just kept crying on Yoongi's chest. Jimin, you love me, right? Jimin nodded. You trust me? Jimin nodded again. Should I talk to your dad? Jimin looked at Yoongi, still sobbing. Closing parenthesis. Jimin, it's too late. I am already engaged. Jimin looked at Yoongi innocently. Is it possible? Yoongi, everything is possible, looked at Jimin. So, should I talk to him? Jimin hugged Yoongi again. Yes, please. Yoongi, all right. For now, stop crying and go home. Don't stress. Everything will be fine. Jimin nodded, said goodbye to Yoongi, and left from there. Yoongi also left for his house. Time skips. After a few days, Mr. Park and Mrs. Park came to Jimin's house. They were sitting in the living room when Mr. Park called Jimin towards him. Mr. Park, Jimin, come here, he said. Jimin went toward him and hugged him tightly. Closing parenthesis. Jimin, I am here to ask you something. Jimin, yes. Appa, ask me. Mr. Park, do you like someone? Are you not happy with the engagement? Jimin looked at Mr. Park with teary eyes. Mr. Park cupped his face and spoke. Mr. Park, tell me. Don't be afraid. If you like someone else, I will break your engagement. My son's happiness matters more than anything to me. Jimin burst into tears and hugged his dad tightly. Jimin, hugging his dad. Why yes, I like someone. I am not happy with the engagement. Appa. Mr. Park cupped Jimin's face. Then why did you say yes when I asked you if you were ready to get engaged with your cousin? Jimin, I didn't want to disappoint you. I thought you would be angry if I refused to be engaged with him. But how did you know I love someone else? Mr. Park, all right. Now stop crying. We have broken your engagement with your cousin. And the one who told me about it is waiting for you at the XXXX beach. Come on, get ready and go there quickly. Jimin looked at his dad, then at his mom, while sobbing. They nodded, and without even getting ready, he ran out of the house. He ran toward the beach, and as soon as he saw Yoongi sitting there, he hugged him tightly and started crying even harder. Jimin, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for talking to my parents. You're the best. Yoongi, caressing Jimin's hair. Are you happy now? Jimin nodded. Yoongi broke the hug. All right. Now let me propose to you once again. He knelt down in front of Jimin and took out the ring he bought for him and spoke. Park, Jimin, would you like to be Min Yoongi's prince? I promise I will keep you. Happy. I will never let the smile fade from your beautiful face. Jimin, tears flowing down, gave his hand to Yoongi. Why yes, I would love to be Min Jimin. Yoongi made Jimin wear the ring, and they hugged each other tightly. Then Yoongi broke the hug, held Jimin's waist, pulling him closer, and connected their foreheads together. Yoongi, caressing Jimin's cheek. You're mine from now on, and I am yours. Jimin nodded, and they hugged each other again.